I am Joachim von GRATZ, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Who could have done this?
That I do not know. I do, however, know she is not the perpetrator's first victim.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart. Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
He strikes me as a little suspicious.
Preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the sewers, alas, to no avail. So I took matters into my own hands.
At no charge? You damned idealists, ruining the market for us.
I'm probably being a little too overly suspicious, aren't I? Joachim von GRATZ. We met Joachim von GRATZ, chief surgeon at Vilmerius Hospital, in very unfortunate circumstances. My Priscilla had been attacked, and he was tending her wounds. I must admit I was so shaken I hardly remember our first meeting, save that he was cool-headed. He was a cool-headed doctor who seemed to know a great deal about the previous murders and offered his help investigating the matter. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, it's the perfect guise for a murderer to be the man trying to hunt for the murderer. It seemed the surgeon was no stranger to violence, for he bore a formidable scar worthy of a veteran of the Battle of Brenna. The thing is, he just seemed so sinister. It was almost like he was trying to look like a bad guy. Thaler was not Geralt was not expecting to meet Bernard Ducat, former head of Temerian intelligence, in such circumstances. Their relationship went back a long ways, to the time when Ducat was leading an espionage operation in the Vizima Temple district, disguised as a fence named Thaler. Or Thaler. Thaler, the fence, was known for his gruff manners and extremely filthy tongue. Much had changed since those days, but Clogs, the cobbler, as Ducat now called himself, was as rude and vulgar as Thaler had ever been. His exact role in the attack on Radovid was not clear, but considering his experience and professionalism, one could hardly expect him to share that information, not even with an old friend. Yeah. So, was it this one? Carnal sins. Go through the sewers to get to the mortuary. Okay. Well, I think we can say for sure we're going to bump into something. Okay. Oh, right, of course, oh, right, yes, of course, right, yes, the thing with Dandelion. Okay, yeah. So. think that was...
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Okay. Now he's screaming like a... What? Okay, he's going to use a crossbow. Actually, that kind of works. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, we gotta what's it, hag? Okay, that's not the one I wanted to do, but it'll do. Okay. Okay. I wanted to get my thing up. That sounded rude. Yes, it did. Can you give me a little help? Bit more, bit more. Thank you. Okay. Off we got it. We got more of them coming. We got more of them coming. Let me just do some looting. Let me do some looting. You're going to shoot something, aren't you? And ruin my looting. Yeah, I knew you were. Oh, dude! Dude! Okay, that should stop them if they come. You guys coming?
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla.
He just sounds way...
How's it look? Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Okay. Yeah, there's not really a lot I'm going to be able to do to make her feel better. Beyond making sure her killer's dead. Okay.
Take the ladder.
Yeah. Climbing up these ladders with you... Oh, you're going to go first. Okay. I was going to say, with you behind me with a crossbow. I mean, I'm...
the place. Come. The quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example.
Okay.
Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Okay. That does not look like a dwarven...
Human. Wrong body type.
Woodcarver. That also does not look
Looks like necrophage has got to this one.
It's really, really very dark. So we've just got to wander around looking... Do you mind if I put... Is it okay if I put the torch up? And seeing as we're already breaking and entering, I suppose it's... Actually, I don't know whether any of this is useful. No, I'll tell you what. Let's focus. Let's focus, focus. We're probably running a risk just being here. The longer we tarry, the greater the risk. I can't believe I said tarry. Not really a word I would use ordinarily. It's a good word, though. How about this one?
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
I am a witcher.
Where?
Genitals. No. Head.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Okay. Examine the eye. Yeah, go on then.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Oh, really?
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Okay, getting rid of his sight.
Indeed.
Getting rid of his
So
voice.
thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Yeah, this does make it look like it would be someone with experience as a surgeon, right? It's too obvious, isn't it? Done head. I know enough. I don't know enough. Are you kidding me?
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Okay.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Why is he laying amphibious salamander eggs in corpses? Is he trying to... is it a shit... This is not the doing of a monster, as in, you know, just some reptile trying to impregnate its offspring. I mean, all this is somebody... I was going to say this is torture, but this is someone's idea of art, isn't it? This is someone's idea of... I don't know. This is definitely serial killer, not creature trying to survive.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Okay.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
So
That explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
formaldehyde. That's isn't that something they use in like undertakers use to... okay. I think it is. So they were trying to preserve... So they weren't making them drink something to... Okay. They weren't trying to make them drink something to ruin their voice, but to preserve the body for the... No, but then why the eyes? Why the eyes with coals? No, okay. Alright, hands.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
Okay. Nothing else about that then? Alright.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard, right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
No, not really.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor.
Okay.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
Not sure
I
why.
sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. You're probably right, but you know what? That's what the murderer would say if he was trying to distract me from the genitals. Why the hell would I want to look at the genitals? We're going to do it anyway.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Alright, I know enough. Do I? Really? Okay. What do I know? They scooped his eyes out, stuck coals in. Made him drink formaldehyde, then ripped his heart out. Oh, and they stole his ring. They stole his ring. And he was alive during this, I'm assuming dead when the heart came out. Or mind you, maybe that's what was... maybe that is probably what killed him. Alright. Oh, and he kicked something. Alright, so we're looking for a murderer who has a ring and has been, what, kicked in the leg? No, not really, could have been kicked anyway, couldn't it?
Alright, think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What
I'm
the
with him.
motive might have been.
No motive, murderer's mad. This was a ritual murder. This was a punishment. Okay, am I supposed to rather not share my conclusion? That means I don't know anything. No motive, murderer's mad. Murderer might be mad, but I don't think so. This was a punishment. Punishment for what? Punishment for what? Took the ring. Took the ring. Burn his eyes out. Burn his eyes out. He saw something. Ripped his heart out. I mean, the whole eyes, formaldehyde. This is what happened to Priscilla. This has got to be a ritual murder unless they're all connected to something. Or am I... No motive, murderer's mad. Rather not share my conclusion. Oh god, I don't know what to pick here. I do not know what to pick because I don't actually know. I don't have a bloody clue. I'm tempted towards ritual murder. I mean, this seems like a ritual murder, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going to go for ritual murder. Rather not share my conclusions. Tempting, but...
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
Very true.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following.
Eternal
Any
fight.
idea what his name was?
Oh god.
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert REJK, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Okay, take it you two know each other. So, Eternal Flame. Is it my old friends? Okay.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Is that a clue? Is this guy like... Okay. Do you mean he's not aged? Is that what you're saying? Well, this isn't that... Okay, so this guy knows our Joachim. What was his name again? Herbert? Or something? knows Joachim. Joachim apparently is trying to save the world, so that does actually sort of back up. Okay, I'm just...
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebiritz was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Okay, is he a reverend of the...
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that Reverend a Reverend of the Eternal Flame thing? Because if so, isn't that like... Okay, Nathaniel. Who is he? That's the burning question.
Nathaniel.
No
Who
joke
is he?
intended.
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
Okay, so he's a torturer who's now a priest of the eternal fire, and we're looking for somebody who's killing with a kind of tortury, fiery theme. No, I'm not seeing any connection there. No, not at all.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
No, you've not. What did you mean? I decide when I've heard enough. Actually... do I want to annoy him? No, I want to know more about him, because you said he's not changed. What did you mean by that?
I decide when we're done with this subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities.
Hubert.
I landed in prison. There you have it. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Yeah. Character Hubert REJK. Okay, where the hell am I? Okay, so I'm here. So this is where the morgue is. Where was the hospital? It was up here somewhere, wasn't it? I think it's up here. It's where I took that guy. Right, I've got to investigate the alley where Priscilla was attacked using my Witcher senses and examine the place where the woodcarver died using Witcher senses. And that's something completely different. Okay. I think we... Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look, which is probably the easiest. I think we're going to go and check where the dwarf died first, if I can successfully navigate south. That way? And, okay.
In short, who kisses your ass? It's clear as the eternal fire.
Okay. Concerned Citizen's Sermon. What? Concerned Citizen's Sermon. I've got another one that's not. Oh, it's a script. What was that the script for? That was the... Oh, God. That was the thing with Dandelion. Okay. Remember, dear people, that a fire once lit cannot be stopped, that it consumes everything in its path and only ceases to rage once all has been turned to ash. Men cannot flee this element, and if they bow before it, if they let it into their hearts, they too turn to ash. Search then your conscience and live in accordance with the church dictates before the time for penance has passed. Concerned citizen. Okay. I mean, is this related somehow? Is this going to be...
Think I pissed me trousers.
Important? Okay, I think I'm close. This is the woodworker's place. How to get in? Looks like I go around. Yes, it does.
No loitering round here.
I'm not loitering. This seems familiar. Alright, we got a broken gate. Oh no, it is. It's on the other side. It's on the other damn side. Really? I could have sworn.
I could go back to
That is... Oh, right. I can go through here. I can go through here.
Anyone home?
Begun, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Striga?
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on, come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Okay.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. Better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. It cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
I suppose.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Good.
What'll it be now?
God.
Just Meyer?
That was not
I'll
funny.
be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it.
Okay, what's that?
So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Do you and your brothers... Alright, do you know anything about the murder? Do you know what happened?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Oh,
Not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
So wait a minute, the people were looting the house, or... Okay, I'm a little confused about that.
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, he were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other, but he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
No,
Could it be a punishment?
This dish rag.
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Okay. So, not really anything helpful.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my
Okay.
guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Yeah, I'll try not to kill him. Out of curiosity, what the hell is that? There was a... Okay. Why were they...
Someone dragged something across the floor.
But
Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Okay, so the mob came and dragged the stuff out and started burning it. They were burning... It keeps saying examine, but won't let me...
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women.
Okay, right.
ones.
So... Right, okay. The crowd that came, they were dragging stuff out to burn it. It's religious. Okay. Concerned citizens sermon. So... That sermon is related to this. Okay.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
So the crowd were involved with it? See, this is what I'm not getting. There was a mob who dragged stuff out and somebody did a murder, or was it the crowd that murdered? Okay, something got dragged into here or from here.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Okay.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood.
Okay.
Left a few stains behind.
Let's...
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
He kicked a chair. He kicked a chair. And...
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Okay, so I'm smelling formaldehyde again. Okay, so I actually got a quest update. Find Eustace the corpse collector. That's the guy that collected the brother's corpse. Okay. And let's see. Did I get anything? Nathaniel Pastodi. Reverend Nathaniel, supervisor of the city morgue and cleric of the Church of the Eternal Fire, was a man with a vile character and a stormy past. Before donning the frock, he had served for years as the city torturer. One would be hard-pressed to find a more inferior candidate for a pastor than a former hangman. But as the saying goes, in Novigrad, anything is possible. HUBERT REJK? The wave of religious and racially motivated killings that swept through Novigrad in the spring of 1272 coincided with HUBERT REJK's term as the coroner at the city morgue. Religious and racially motivated killings that swept through Novigrad in the spring of 1272 coincided with HUBERT REJK's term as coroner. So there were a bunch of religious and racially motivated killings when he was the coroner at another morgue. Because of this, he was overworked and additionally had to bear the harassment of his dislikable superior, Reverend Nathaniel. It is thus no surprise that he came across an unpleasant and sarcastic when Geralt and he first met. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I thought this was talking about something in the past. It is 1272, right? Okay, so these are religious and racially motivated killings. I thought this was a previous example of some killings that had happened and that he was there then. And I was going to say, oh, okay, that really does look suspicious, doesn't it? But all right, no, never mind. Because of this, he was overworked, blah, 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 blah. Furthermore, it was clear there was bad blood between him and Joachim von GRATZ, a fact that did little to improve the already rather stiff atmosphere in the morgue. Oh, that was not funny, Dandelion. Nevertheless, having learned the reason for Geralt's unexpected visit, Hubert made it clear Geralt and Joachim could count on his help. Okay. Anything else? No. Alright, so... Find Eustace the corpse collector. Well, before we do that, let's go and take a look at where Priscilla was attacked. So, okay, come on. So what we know is the entire thing happened here. He was killed and treated and all everything that happened here. At least it looks like it. It wasn't dumped here afterwards. Let's go and check with... Where is this?
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramps.
Bandit? Is this where... This is... Tretogor Gate? Am I in the wrong place? I suspect I'm in the wrong place. Yes, it's next to this. Okay. It's...
Geralt the Rev.
In there. Alright, let's... Excuse me.
Dried mushrooms. Any magic
To go round that way then?
Never. There's bull leech, goat heads,
Okay.
penny buns. No magic mushrooms. Just our own, for ordinary folk.
Wait a minute.
Awful pale.
Okay.
You scared?
Here we go.
Hey, handsome.
Whistling Wendy. What are you doing here, Whistling Wendy? Okay, so we've... Right, let me guess. Concerned Citizen Sermon.
Human.
Priscilla's Blood.
That him.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Okay, somebody is... What?
Gotta get around it.
What? Gotta get around me what? What's going on? What is going on?
Bloody hell.
Get out of here! What are you guys doing? Go away! Why are you...
Bloody hell.
Yeah, bloody hell. Go. What are you doing?
That's it, you're in for it.
What is going on, gentlemen?
Fucking come on. Bloody hell.
Okay. You want to fight me with fists? Is that what it is? No? You don't want to fight me either.
I'll rip your mag off, mutant.
You stay there. I am so not... Well, okay, what are you guys doing then? Why are you all like... This is getting really annoying. Okay, you know what? I'm going to punch the living daylights out of you guys. Get the hell out of my... Okay, what the hell's going on? Why can't I... Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Why do I have to fight these guys? Am I? I really don't think so.
Fucking come on.
Let's get this guy then. Why am I being attacked by poor townsmen? Why? This is really annoying and a little weird. Wendy doesn't seem to be all that bothered.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant!
What?
You can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Okay, so you guys came here to beat up the killer. And found me. Well, that was unfortunate for you guys, wasn't it?
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade, but none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Okay. Again with the eternal fire.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Okay, so they've moved up from people that were, well, let's just say not important, but that wouldn't get the notice of dangerous people, basically. Priscilla seems to be the first. And I suppose in a way it's just mostly because she happens to know me. I was a bit worried that this was somehow my fault, but it looks like it's been going on for a while.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Oh well.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Well, yeah, okay. Fine.
A brazier. This time of year?
Burning coals and...
A brazier.
No.
This
Come
time of year?
on. Where's the symbol?
I know that smell.
Yeah.
Formaldehyde.
Burning coals, blood, and formaldehyde.
Oh, you scared.
Oh, I've not finished. Oh, footstep. Slow down.
Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Took a step back. Did she fight? Did she fight him? I keep saying him. Could have been a her. Okay, now we gotta find Eustace the corpse collector. And he is over in that direction. Okay. Okay, what is that?
Looks like a drop of some sort.
Note left by... Okay, this is something completely different. New quest. Hidden messages of the Nilfgaardian kind. Okay. No, this is the concerned citizen's sermon. We've already read this. Wait a minute. Are they different? Are they different? Because it looked different, didn't it? Or else burning you two in its flames. Okay, this is the note left by the spy. Negotiations with the trade corporation continue. The merchants have agreed to almost all of the Emperor's conditions. Outlook positive. Rumours abound that Radovid has found a way to get his hands on Novigrad. Nikita Novigrad is the eternal fire. Control the hierarch. Control the city. A plan is in the works. Next message. The stash at Crippled Kate's. You don't think the plan for taking Novigrad involves this set of murders, do you? Or else burn you two in flames. Oh, it's different. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty similar. Or you will recap the consequences of your deeds. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even a shape-shifting Dopplers can... No, it's different ones. Dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk. Not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's minds with their charms. Abandon then the treacherous and immortal A moral magic arcane, cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose you for... And the eternal fire will expose for you all monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames, concerned citizen. Okay, so I've got a... During his travels through Novigrad, the Witcher witnessed an extraordinary event. Right before his eyes, a mysterious man put something in a hidden drop box located in the wall of a building. I didn't see that man. Geralt looked in the box and found a note there which directed him to the next location where secret notes were left. I don't think I did see this. I think I just saw the box, I'm afraid. Out of curiosity... Let's have a look. Innkeeper Gwent. Notice board. Destination Skellige. Fists of Fury. Okay. Ah, here we go. Find the next stash using your Witcher senses. You don't think it's related? It can't be related, can it? Well, I suppose it could. A plan put in motion to take Novigrad.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Okay.
Knife wounds. Means bandits.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Talk to the coroner. Find Eustace the corpse collector. Okay, and I've got to find Eustace the corpse collector first. Can I do that, or is it gonna... There's the coroner. There's Eustace the... Oh, what do you think Eustace is?
Bloody bandits. Can't go out in the street.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
Okay. You searched him?
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of the...
Yeah, I don't think...
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Thank you. Yeah.
You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Okay. What was in his pockets? Tell me. Yes.
Talk. What did you find on him?
I had you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
No, you won't.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Oh... Yeah. Yeah.
Oi, fucking hell, what was that for?
For everything.
Yeah. Pretty much. Ordinarily, I try to keep my calm. Talk to Eustace. Don't think he's going to be able to give me any useful information. Did I get a piece of paper? Drawing of an oven. I've read that. Why does it keep telling me I've not read that one? Doppler's Salvation. Don't need that. Why does it keep telling me I've not read that? Every time I look at it, it says you've not read it. Okay, short letter. No, it's not that. Concerned. Note left by spy. Okay, so I guess I just assumed that I've picked it up. Right. Talk to the coroner. In... Oh, upstairs? Do I go in here or something? No. How do I... He's... Oh, it's in... Oh, right.
Welcome,
Blind as a bat.
Witcher.
Blind as a bat. Where is he? Is he... Nope. Still straight ahead.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Okay, Von Gratz, tell me about you. Who's the victim? You and Nathaniel don't get along. Let's find out about that.
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are.
He's a bit
cruel
rough
and capricious.
Oh no, Nathaniel!
He stormed in
Sorry.
here once, grabbed a
Joachim.
scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking Joachim and you and Joachim don't get along. I would say with Nathaniel it was pretty obvious you didn't get along because he does seem... Well, he's a... Let's face it, he's a priest of the eternal fire. Does anybody get along with him? Von Gratz. That's who I was thinking of. Told me about you.
Von Gratz told me all about you.
Ah. Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful? Or did he neglect to mention it? People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
Okay. Look a little young to be Von Gratz's teacher. Yeah, you do, actually. And... yeah, so what you're saying then is Von Gratz is a bit of a violent... Well, I kind of figured that anyway, but slitting people's throats, they would be found. You don't think serial killer in the making there?
How old's Von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
That's also total and utter BS. That is absolute bull. Okay. Are we dealing with a vampire here, or is this a Doppler of the original guy? Or is he just really young looking? No, because they made a big point about his age.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad.
Okay, let's start the autopsy.
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia VEGELBUD.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Okay. Patricia VEGELBUD. Oh. Okay, stop walking, stop walking. Run, 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 run. The great Erasmus VEGELBUD Derby is updated. What?
Till next time, Master.
The great... What the hell is going on in the quest department? Carnal sins. Go to the VEGELBUD's residence. That's where... Right, I remember where it was. What was the other one? Oh, have those quests ended now? No, completed. Okay, I can't actually find those quests that just got updated. Which... Well, it's not a good sign, is it?